As Charlie Kirk's Turning Point pushes into high schools, dissension follows since Mr. Kirk's death. Chapters of his organization's affiliate for teenagers have more than doubled in number, aided by politicians who have said they won't tolerate opposition. Oh, well, those are politicians that don't know God, of course. I am not a leftist, I am on the right, but I also know God, and I know that God doesn't support any of you. But you, in your own wisdom, think that you're doing what's right with your influencing operations, all to keep your Roman Empire in place. Listen, I'm not going to be doing videos much longer. I've reached the end of doing them. So I will go away. Hopefully, what my message is does not. Hopefully, someday it will resonate. It will resonate. I don't care what the Trump administration says. I don't care what the Republicans say. I don't care what the Democrats say. The reason God in the Old Testament is harsh and he has rules and things have to be, and he's strict and stern, is because he's dealing with children. Children that are spiritually dead when they committed the original sin. We have all been born into the spiritually dead, fallen world. And then people who try to use the Bible, who try to use, it's about, in order for you to have good morals and all. Okay, God wanted complete surrender because when Jesus came, that's what he did. He surrendered. What was his influence, Turning Point? What was his influence, Republicans, since it's the majority of your party that claims godliness? Really? What was Jesus doing? He surrendered. You can never hear me. Please, God, let people hear that can hear. Never can you place Paul above Jesus. Never. God will use that as a stumbling block when you meet him one day. Oh, so you decided to follow the religion of Paul that says the government is instituted by God. No, you all instituted it. You exercised your free will. You exercised your free will in the beginning, which got you into the fallen world, which everybody born into the fallen world is then born spiritually dead. God would like to take people back to the kingdom where people are born spiritually full, meaning they are born with his spirit in them, not having to go and find it. Because the world we live in right now, that's what has to happen. The Bible makes that abundantly clear. Now, if a child dies, of course, God saves them because they're not at an age to make a decision. But that's the danger with every birth. So this is just the left. It's the same thing. You may think, oh, but their influence operation is better. New Turning Point program helps clients earn job certificates in 12 weeks. Yeah, whoever gave the statements for this doesn't even know anything about sober living, but it's a sober living home. Turning Point Sober Living is launching a new program designed to allow clients to earn a work certificate in 12 weeks. I mean, just imagine being able to have a skilled trade and skilled job, says Terry Wilson, Turning Point Sober Living and Transitional Housing Director. Wilson says the goal is to give clients access to the same opportunities and advantages offered through trade schools. You know you're sober. You don't have to go back to your old life. You don't have to worry about all the stressors that come out, that come with being in recovery. I mean, that statement right there shows it's somebody who knows nothing about recovery. You know you're sober. You don't have to go back to your old life. That's somebody who's not just some likely turning point. The program is made possible through the new partnership with Northeast Tech in Afton. Tech being in recovery is like the worst thing ever, but okay. Allowing clients to earn industry recognized work certificates in fields such as welding and heavy equipment operation. It's rough out here. Really, it really is. And having some kind of direction and having people who are going to support you and push you to always do better. And then, like me, I didn't know what I was going to do. But then I found a job and a career that I love. This is a Turning Point sober transitional housing client. The end goal is guys graduate, they get their house, they get their family. They are living 9 to 5 boring day to day stuff, and they are contributing to their community. They are going to church, they are taking their kids to Little League, just being regular people, said Wilson. The cost of the course is covered through Workforce Innovation and Opportunity Act. The program is expected to launch during Northeast Tech's spring semester. Great. So, and all of this for most people that hear this video, they would say all of that stuff is good. Right, in the world of what? In what world are you living in? You're in the fallen world. What does the fallen world want you to do? We'll get you to work, or we'll just ruin your life with tech. Okay? That's why I won't be doing videos anymore. It's just not possible. That's why. But what was God? What was Jesus trying to do? Surrender, not surrender part of your life. Surrender, so that I can take you out of this shithole. Oh, I know that wouldn't go well with the Trumps, right? It wouldn't go well with the administration. I'm just keeping it real. And I'm somebody that knows 12 steps very well. Because I found God. This is not something that wants to help you find God. This is just using tech and using influence to say, we will tell people the direction they should go. All influence operations of what everybody thinks the world should best look like, and nobody knows what it should look like. Why? Because nobody wants to follow the true Creator's path, which was absolute surrender. Yeah, Yuval Harari spoke at the World Economic Forum is going on right now. Anything made of words. Yuval Harari warns AI could challenge book-based religions. Well, Jesus didn't come here to create a religion. Jesus didn't even come to give you a book. He came to give you the Spirit of God back in here, and you were to seek that shepherd. You were to follow that shepherd, and you were so that you would stop being influenced by everybody else. Now, this world will say, we can't trust that, because then there'll be people saying that they have the Holy Spirit within them when really they don't, and they're saying crazy stuff. Yep, and then you just do what God tells you to do. Every church should have been teaching their people if they were going to be a teacher. This is why God will hold the teachers most especially responsible. The teachers of the church should have been teaching them what do you have the Holy Spirit within you? I want to know that you have it. Tell me every day, how are you following it? What does following it sound like to you? How does God communicate with you? If you wanted to have church, that's what you should have been doing. Don't go off into mystical crazy land with it, but realize that because you're in the fallen world, you're going to get people like that. You're in the wilderness. You've been in the wilderness since the time you were born. And you got influence predators everywhere. Turning Point is a predator no different than the LGB predators, okay? And both wanting to control the direction of the world, neither having an idea where it should go. Because even though the Trumps and all of the Republicans would claim, no, Turning Point has a better outlook. No, they don't. Because their message isn't surrender to God either. It's surrender to the system. It's surrender to what we say. We're not the left. We know better. And what Jesus came to say is none of them know. None of them have a clue. But for those that have eyes to see and ears to hear, please hear. Complete surrender is needed to be shepherded out of the fallen world.